Well, it looks like we have a good number of people. So we will go ahead and get started. Want to welcome you all here. So great to see so many familiar names here, familiar faces, and also some new folks. So thrilled to have everybody. For those of you that I don't know, or for those of you who don't know me, I'm Carrie Hodgen with Tourism Cares. I'm the Director of Community Development here. Um, so I am your membership connection. So thrilled to welcome all of our members into this town hall. So this is only our second town hall that we've had. Really, it's part of our efforts to keep our members, really you, in the know and connected to each other. So this is an exclusive member opportunity, and we are thrilled that you are all here. So thank you for being part of our collective journey. Today isn't really a formal presentation, it's more of a reset, a chance to come together to reflect on where we've been, what's shifting in the industry, and where we're headed as a community. We'll share a few updates. We'll spotlight Asheville, which is right around the corner, and we'll talk about what we're seeing for 2026. And then we really want to hear from you. But first, a little bit of housekeeping to get us started. So we'd love all of you to know where everyone else is from. So if you want to add your company name, destination, or other identifier to your name in your Zoom box, if you just rename your Zoom box, that would be great. We encourage you to use the chat as a connection point throughout the meeting. In fact, go ahead and get us started by telling us where in the world you're coming from today. And then in that chat, we've also got a good section of our Tourism Cares team here today. So if you have any questions along the way, or just keep an eye out because our team will be answering questions and things like that in the chat. So and then if you're not a speaker, if you would stay on mute with your cameras off until we open the meeting up to our breakout sessions, that would be great just to avoid any distractions. And then finally, this recording will be available afterwards, so you can share it with your colleagues because everybody on your team is a member of Tourism Cares. So just to get us started, 2025 was a really strong year for Tourism Cares programming, and I know y'all got to participate in some of those things. So we launched a new suite of learning materials, everything from the Meaningful Events Guide to practical tools like sustainability strategy samples and supplier evaluation guides. We hosted 7 in-person programs across the US and in Thailand. We continued to bring the industry together virtually and in person through meetups, exchanges, and learning sessions. And we expanded the Meaningful Travel Map to more than 40 destinations, introducing the industry to 700 plus purpose-driven organizations ready to partner with the travel trade. We made noise. We have elevated sustainability in national conversations. And we really, truly could not have done any of it without this community. So thank you. So starting off, our Meaningful Travel Summit in Thailand was really an enduring highlight. We spent time in Bangkok and Krabi with 40 industry leaders from operators, associations, media, really digging into how sustainability is being operationalized there. What was powerful wasn't just the conversation in country, it was the follow through. So we're already starting to see summit partners featured in publications like Travel and Leisure, and we're seeing impact organizations included in real itineraries. So that's the goal, not just talking, not just inspiration, but really turning it into activation. So our Meaningful Travel Map of Thailand now highlights dozens of organizations infusing purpose into travel experiences. And whether you attended the summit or not, this resource really exists for you. You guys have all seen the map, and the Thailand map is fantastic. So it exists for you, for product development teams, for advisors, for travelers who want to see something more authentic and responsible in Thailand. So the work doesn't end when the event ends. And if you've not yet done so, you can visit those spots with our post-summit webinar, which you could find in the Learn section of our website, along with our destination webinars with the Nordics and Scotland, which also happened at the end of last year. But there are also recordings and webinars for various other topics in that same area. So before we get into what's new for this year, I want to zoom out for a second. We're 2 months into 2026. Not sure how we got there, but we are. And we know how trends can influence consumer decision making and business strategy. As we closed out last year, every headline was about trends. You know, the typical year in review followed by a now what? Well, what is next? Where is travel headed? And what we know is this, that Tourism Cares has become a tool to action those trends, to move them beyond marketing language and into tangible action. So we're seeing a shift from volume to value. Travelers are moving away from crowded, must-see destinations towards lesser-known places. We're seeing massive growth in cultural tourism, a deeper desire for connection. And after living so much of our lives on screens, like we are here today, travelers want nature, slowness, real experiences. So these aren't just fringe ideas anymore. They're baseline expectations. So we want to hear from you with a quick poll. What's the buzz in your world? So we're going to pull up that poll. And as it relates to trends, are you seeing demand or building strategy around any of these things? So moving from volume to value, stronger demand for cultural connection, pressure to prove impact, increased focus on destination stewardship, or none of the above yet. So this is multiple choice. You can choose multiple answers here, and I'm just going to give it a quick second so everybody can think and respond. All right. So it's a really interesting balance, a little bit of everything. There are a couple people that haven't seen the push yet, but I'm sure that it's coming right around the corner. So thank you so much for your answers on that. Oh, and then so is anyone surprised by those results? Actually, sorry. Is anyone surprised by those results? I don't know that I am, and I'm sure that a lot of you probably aren't either. So, but this is really where your Tourism Cares membership can come into play. You, because you have access to our resources, you can lean into our resources on our network, on your knowledge because you're plugged in. And so we want you to use the map, connect with those vetted partners, explore that Learn page with all of those recordings and our educational modules. Share the tools with your team. Access our member directory on the Member Resources Hub. You all have access to that, and you can share it to your entire team so everybody can use that kind of as a self-service opportunity. Just take the first step on this journey. So let's talk about what we have coming up that can turn those trends into actionable strategies to transform your work. 2026 is going to be a big year for Tourism Cares, and you're here getting the sneak peek today. So one of the most exciting things this year is the relaunch of the Meaningful Travel Map, which you've all experienced, but we've relaunched it on a new platform hosted by one of our newer members, Boldest. This isn't just a refresh, it's an upgrade in usability, visibility, and connection, and it's real pretty. The map is now easier than ever to use. There are more than 850 partners now ready to work from you. So work with you. So that's over 100 more than we ended 2025 with. We've enhanced the features. We've built a new website that dives deeper into how to use the map. It makes it easier to get to individual destinations maps, which is one of my favorite features. And it shows us what impact really looks like. And we're not done. New features will continue rolling out throughout the year. And next up, you heard it here first. Our Global Meaningful Travel Summit is headed to Peru in October. We'll be in Lima, Cusco, and the Sacred Valley. We all know that Peru is at a tipping point. Over tourism pressures there are real. The decisions we make in our community about how tourism is designed there matters. This is an invitation only event, but sponsorship and interest applications are open now. So you see the website there, so you can check it out there, and we will sell out. If you want to be a part of shaping how this story unfolds, this is your moment. We've also got a strong spring lineup. Our next destination webinar with Tourism Ireland is at the end of next month. There's an Earth Day webinar with Travel Weekly, the next member exchange, and our meaningful travel experience at IPW in Fort Lauderdale. So these aren't just opportunities, they're connection points. And membership works best when you lean in. So please choose what you're going to engage with because we'd love to see you there. And for those of you not keeping track, you noticed I left one off of the last slide because, well, it gets a standalone feature. Let's talk for a few minutes about the Asheville Meaningful Travel Summit, which is right around the corner. If you've never been to a summit before, let me say clearly, this is not a conference, it's an experience. We come together with shared purpose to action sustainable tourism. We'll hear from industry leaders, yes, but we'll also step outside conference walls. We'll be in community, we'll volunteer, we'll support a destination still recovering from Hurricane Helene. This event is different, and that is intentional. So we're going to launch another quick poll here. The big picture purpose of the Meaningful Travel Summit, whether we're in Asheville or somewhere else, is bringing the industry together to commit to action for the destinations and people we serve. So, question for you all. We all believe in caring for destinations, but when it comes to actually operationalizing stewardship, where does it get hardest? This is a one answer thing. This is not multiple choice. So, is it aligning stakeholders? In other words, getting DMOs, suppliers, operators, government, and community voices all moving in the same direction? Is it balancing growth and preservation, which is maintaining economic success while protecting cultural and environmental assets? Is it communicating with travelers, helping clients understand why certain choices matter? Is it measuring impact, knowing whether tourism is actually benefiting the community and being able to prove it? Or is it getting leadership buy-in, securing executive level commitment to long-term stewardship and short-term gains? It's fun watching the little bars move. All right. I think that's most of our answers. It's a pretty good balance. So that's great to know. So, and we appreciate your feedback on that because feedback from you is how we inform our content so that it's actionable and real. And with that in mind, I'd love to give you a quick look into one of the sessions that will anchor the 3-day event in Asheville. One session I'm particularly excited about focuses on what DMOs need from the rest of us to truly steward their destinations. Because protecting the places we want our children and our grandchildren to explore requires alignment, not siloed effort. So with that, I'm thrilled that Amanda Baker from Visit North Carolina is here to give us a preview of that conversation and to share how North Carolina is tackling sustainability head on. So, Amanda, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Very excited to be here today. And thank you to Tourism Cares for selecting North Carolina to host your North American Meaningful Travel Summit. We understand that people travel to discover new places, forge meaningful connections, and seek out unique experiences in North Carolina. We invite you to explore our vibrant communities, breathtaking landscapes, and rich heritage. We hope that your time here allows you to create lasting memories and truly connect with all that makes North Carolina special. Everything about North Carolina is authentic. Our welcoming people, our distinct experiences, our culture, food, and incredible scenic beauty. Even our state motto, Esse Quam Videri, emphasizes the value we place on being rather than seeming. Round every corner, there's a new opportunity to discover, to make those deeper connections, and to experience what's real. Visit North Carolina's mission is to promote North Carolina as a premier travel destination, showcasing the state's rich culture, natural beauty, and diverse experiences. And with that comes great responsibilities. By encouraging travel through North Carolina, Visit NC supports local communities and helps sustain the state's thriving tourism economy. Our Outdoor NC initiative complements this by encouraging residents and visitors alike to enjoy North Carolina's outdoor spaces responsibly, preserving these treasured places for generations to come. And I look forward to sharing more about North Carolina's approach on the panel at conference, Stewardship at Scale, and how travel leaders can protect destinations. I'm proud to participate in this event and that North Carolina can play a role in hosting such a conference that can help unify the travel industry around a shared commitment to positive social and environmental impact. In North Carolina, we strive to ensure that tourism not only drives that economic growth, but also fosters sustainability, stewardship, and meaningful connections between people and place. We understand how destination stewardship can empower each person to play an active role in preserving and enhancing the places that they love to visit. And when individuals practice stewardship by respecting local cultures, minimizing their environmental impact, and supporting local communities, they can help preserve those destinations that remain vibrant and welcoming and beautiful for future generations. Stewardship can really transform travel from a passive experience into a purposeful one, allowing individuals to connect more deeply with the places they visit and leave that positive legacy. By making thoughtful choices, travelers contribute to that long-term health and sustainability of the destination, ensuring that these special places continue to inspire and enrich lives for years to come. So we hope that you'll join the movement taking place across our state and to not just experience North Carolina, but to embrace it when you do come for the summit.
Amazing. I can't wait. So thank you, Amanda. Definitely looking forward to hearing from that whole panel and everything else we have going on while we're in Asheville. It is really going to be amazing. And we'll also gather the members who are attending for a special members meetup on Monday, April 13th. We love getting to do this in person when we have the chance to do that. So we invite you to explore the summit details online. And even if you can't attend, do check out the Meaningful Travel Map of Asheville because those businesses are making a difference whether we gather there or not. So definitely check them out. And for those of you who are live here today, we are offering a 25% discount if you register by the end of the day. So membership has its privileges and attending town hall also has its privileges. So you see the Whitney just dropped the link into the chat and your code is town hall for that discount. And if you're watching the recording, sorry, the code is only good for today, February 26th. We also want to keep bringing our community together virtually like this. So we'll do 2 member town halls annually, but we want them to be valuable for you. If there's something you want to hear about, whether it's from Tourism Cares or from someone you know is in our network, we want to hear from you. We're going to launch another final poll. We won't share the results of this Um, so we're going to launch this poll just for you to tell us the topic that's on your mind. If you're thinking, oh, I really wish I could hear more about this, drop it in the poll for us. We're going to record, we're going to have this information, and it will help us inform our future member gatherings as well. And obviously, if you can't think of anything here today, you can also email me or anybody on the Tourism Cares team if something hits your brain after this call ends. We just want to be here for you. So we're going to give it just a quick second. All righty. Again, if there's anything you think of later, please let us know. So I think it's important before we wrap up and head to our breakout rooms to take a look around this virtual room here today and acknowledge how special it is that we have so many representatives from different sectors of the industry here with us today. So wherever you fit onto this graph here, onto this graphic here, thank you for being a part. Tourism Cares really is bringing the industry together to make a difference, and we are so grateful that you are part of this journey. And the work is hard because it requires the entire ecosystem, but we're thrilled to represent that ecosystem. So thank you for being a part of this puzzle and investing your time, resources, and support with Tourism Cares. And we want you to continue to be involved and have your voice heard. Tourism Cares can be your forum. We want to make sure we're providing value to you. If you haven't figured that out by the fact that I've said it like 17 times, we want to provide value to our members. So if you have expertise that you think would benefit others, drop us a note. Use that Speak QR code. Let us know what you think that you could provide to the group and submit it to us. We'd love to hear from you and love to share your expertise. If you love Tourism Cares and want to bring others into the mix or share what you think is the greatest value you get from your membership, please submit a testimonial. That's that share QR code right there. We'd love to hear what you think is the most valuable thing that you use so that we can share it with our future members. It really helps us broaden our network. So this is your platform too, and we'd love to hear from you. All right, that's enough from me. Does anyone have any questions before we break out into smaller groups? And I've not looked at the chat, so are there any questions there that we need to answer, team?
No questions really have been submitted. Just me blasting everyone with lots of fun links. So save them in your browser.
Sweet. I love getting out of webinars and having to look at all of the pages that I've opened in my browser. All right, well, in that case, it's your turn. We want to hear from you, but we're going to make it less intimidating by breaking into smaller groups assigned randomly so that there's diversity of perspective in each group. We'll chat for a bit, probably 10 or 15 minutes. We'll kind of keep a pulse on it. And then come back and wrap it up. We're not going to make you share out unless you want to. And please don't leave because you hate breakout rooms, because this is really different. We're all family here, we're all friends, and we're just having a conversation. So we want to know what's happening in your world. What are you seeing? What questions do you have? We're going to start with these questions, but if your group goes in a different direction, that's great too. We want to obviously talk about the things that are most important. So, well, hopefully you had some good conversations. I know I enjoyed the one in our breakout group, but hopefully also you got to connect with somebody you didn't already know, because we really are all friends here at Tourism Cares. You're all in it for the same reason, and we want to make sure that, and I know in our group you're like, oh, let's connect after this, which is exactly what we hope that these kind of conversations will be. That's really the beauty of our network. So I said we weren't going to make you share, and I'm definitely not going to make it required, but I also want to make sure we have space for anybody who wants to share something completely groundbreaking that they learned. So is there anybody just dying to leave us with one big aha moment they had? This is not required, not mandatory, but anyone? Okay, cool. So just finally, I know that some of you are attending your first Tourism Cares member event, and we're so thrilled that you joined us here today. If the registration email, though, was forwarded to you by somebody in your company, first thank them. We're thrilled that you were able to be here, but also make sure that you're getting those emails directly by subscribing to our newsletter. So that's the QR code here. We'd love to have you. So we hope that you will come back. We hope to see you somewhere on the road, whether it is in Asheville, whether it's at IPW, or someplace else where we just happen to all be in the same place. We will look forward to seeing you. So thank you so much for being here with us today, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thanks so much.